Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If scenario. Today's matchup features the Minnesota Twins versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Twins today is Jim Kaat, whose record is 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Bob Meyer, whose record is 0-0 with a 32.40 ERA. Yeah, that's right, a 32.40 ERA. We are really counting on him to do much better today. And with a victory over the Twins, we will catapult ourselves into first place in the West. And this is a tough, not a tough division, a poor division. There's not a lot going on here. The Royals are an expansion team. The Angels were an expansion team in 1962. The A's are a recent expansion team, coming over from Kansas City, essentially. So not expansion, but they just moved there. So Minnesota, who was in the World Series in 1965, and the Chicago White Sox, really the only two teams that are decent with players that have been developed over time. And I guess technically the Washington Senators went to Minnesota. So, I mean, the whole Western Division, I guess technically is up for grabs. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We're coming off a win in Game 1 where we had a good pitching performance. But the bad news was we suffered a serious injury to one of our starting pitchers. That's Steve Barber. He pitched great in that game 2 days ago, getting the victory, and then he's going to be injured for the next month. So what we've done with our pitching staff is we've moved Gene Brabender into the number 2 spot. He's pitched 8 innings in relief, and he's been really good. And if you look at his endurance, it's 66, which is better than some of our players already. The problem is his control. And I believe because of that, he's going to walk a lot. And that is a problem, but we're managing so far, so why not give it a go? Mudcat Grant pitched really well yesterday, by the way, in his first start since being traded over. And I feel good about our team. So let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We just finished Week 8 of the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history. Played a game against the Houston Oilers and their incredible defense. It was a rough game. You should check it out if you enjoy that kind of thing. Because we moved Brabender into the rotation, we brought up a newly acquired New York Met. That's Ron Locke. He has not pitched in the majors since 1964. However, he did have the highest overall rating of anybody in the minor leagues for us. So, hell, why not? Give him a shot. And he's a left-hander, so now we have 2 lefties in the bullpen. That was my alternate strategy there. And we're facing Jim Kaat. I think I called him Jim Cat in the pregame, but it's Jim Kaat, Hall of Famer. We'll talk more about him briefly. And here is our lineup. The only difference is we're going to give, because we're facing a lefty, we're going to give Van Kelly the day off, as he is a left-hander, and get the non-hitting Ray Oyler in there at second base. Also, platooning is Wayne Comer coming back into center field and giving Hovley the day off. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown. For the Minnesota Twins, batting leadoff in left field is Mike Adams. Batting second in center field is Cesar Tovar. Batting third in right field is Bob Allison. Batting cleanup playing first base is Harmon Killebrew. Batting fifth at shortstop is Leo Cardenas. Batting sixth and catching is John Roseboro. Batting seventh at third base is Ron Clark. Batting eighth at second base is Frank Quilici. And of course, batting ninth and pitching is Jim Kaat. Let's take a look at Bob Meyer. If you watched his first start, you know just how absolutely dreadful he was. 1 and 2/3 innings, giving up 6 runs on 5 hits and 4 walks. There was a home run in there. The lineup batted over 500 against him. And you have to think he's got a chance to be good. He's got a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Of course, he's a fly ball pitcher almost 70% of the time. The fastball is rated at 95. The curve is well below league average. Overall, he is rated an 80. The 29-year-old lefty goes to arbitration at the end of next year. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Pilots. Pretty solid defense, with the exception of Ray Oyler, who is a good defender, but he's out of position at second base. And then we've got Harper out there in right field, who we typically will have a defensive replacement for late in the ball game. Okay, let's get this game started. We have Mike Adams leading off. Adams had his first career home run against the Tigers yesterday. Rips it right past our third baseman, Rollins, for a base hit. So the leadoff man is on, and Adams has good speed. Because we do have a lefty on the mound, we're going to see a lot more right-handers in the lineup, including some really solid hitters like Cesar Tovar. 2-1 count. He goes to right, and that falls in for a hit. So Bob Meyer, maybe not good. I'm guessing he's just not good. That's going to bring up Bob Allison. This guy, he's only got 86 power, but man, in real life, he had so much pop. 2-0 count. Ground ball to first. That'll score a run. We do get the double play, so that's a fair sacrifice, giving up the run to turn 2. So 2 down. Here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. 2 for 9 on the season, while he only batted 172 versus lefties, and he goes deep. 461 feet, his first home run on the season. That is his 398th career home run. So I'm sure it won't be long before he gets his 400th. And it's 2-0 Twinkies as Leo Cardenas strikes out. So, first K of the season for Bob Meyer, by the way. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The bottom of the first inning. Let's do the Pilots lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in right field is Tommie Harper. Batting second at first base is Mike Hegan. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup, playing left field, is Tommie Agee. Batting fifth and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting sixth in center field is Wayne Comer. Batting seventh at shortstop is Fred Stanley. And batting eighth, playing second base, is Ray Oyler, with Bob Meyer in the ninth spot and pitching today. Let's take a look at Jim Kaat. Jim Kaat from Zeeland, Michigan. He went to Hope College in Holland. He is a Hall of Famer, and I think you could argue, I can make an argument anyway, he might be the worst Hall of Fame pitcher in the Hall. He's a 3-time All-Star, 16-time Gold Glove. Come on, 16 Gold Gloves don't get you in the Hall of Fame. He won the World Series in 1982 as a 44-year-old. His best season was right here in 1966, where he won 25 games, leading the AL, also leading the AL with 19 complete games and 304 innings pitched. In real life, in 1969, he went 14-13 with a 3.49 ERA for the Chicago White Sox. I don't even remember him playing for the Sox. I got to find that card in my collection. So, Jim Kaat retired at age 45, 25 years in the major leagues, and I can't justify. Some people think that Jack Morris may be the worst starting pitcher in the Hall of Fame, and I could see why people would think that. He's got a 3.90 career ERA. Kaat's career ERA ended up at 3.45 with 283 career wins, but I think easily, with him being a compiler of 25 years, probably is the worst in the Hall. Having said that, he does have an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. He is a fly ball pitcher 67% of the time. The guy's got 6 pitches according to this, and yet only one of them is above average. That is the slider. Rated an 83. Overall, he is rated an 80. The 30-year-old lefty goes to free agency in 1974. There's the defense today for the Minnesota Twins. They are lacking at first base with Killer, in right field with Bob Allison, and in left field with Adams. Okay, here's Tommie Harper leading off against Jim Kaat. Harper batting .346 with a home run. Justified keeping him in the number 1 spot as he grounds out to short. Play made by Cardenas. 1 down. Here's Mike Hegan flipping it to left field for a base hit. Falls in. Gets all the way to the wall for a double. I believe that is his second double so far this year. Yeah, he's got 2 doubles and a dong. So Hegan in scoring position for Rich Rollins. Rollins, .316 hitter, still looking for his first home run. Gets jammed inside, hits a gentle fly ball into center field. Caught for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Tommy Agee. Agee looking for his first hit as a pilot. Ground ball up the middle, good range from the second baseman, Quilici, and there's out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning. It's 2-0 Twins with John Roseboro leading off. Roseboro batting .400 with a home run, and he takes strike 3 looking. Second K for Meyer. That'll bring up Ron Clark, second baseman, and of course Meyer walks Clark. Runner on first with 1 down. Here's Frank Quilici, second baseman, batting .444. A ground ball to Rollins at third. Can we go around the horn? We do for a double play. That's 2 double plays in 2 innings. I feel good about our defense. We've made some good improvements, and the double plays are coming in droves. So we go to the bottom of the second inning with Jerry McNertney leading off, probably our best hitter so far. .355, 2 home runs, and add another hit as it falls in front of Adams out there. Do we want to go for 2? I'm going to say no. I think we're going to get to Kaat here sooner or later. That will bring up Wayne Comer. Comer, not a hit and run guy per se, but we're going to see if we can make some contact, try to get McNertney over. 0-1 count. Sharply hit ground ball to first, and Killebrew steps on the bag. So McNertney does advance to second as Fred Stanley steps in, getting the everyday job now at short, and he pounds it into the dirt to shortstop, and that will be the second out as McNertney has to hold. That will bring up Ray Oyler. Doesn't even know what it sounds like to make contact. Oh, there it is. There's a ground ball in the hole. And there is the out. Oyler now 0 for 9 on the season. So we go to the top of the third inning as Meyer will face Jim Kaat. This is further than Meyer got in game 1. It's start number 1, I should say. He gets Kaat to pop it up. Kaat, by the way, great hitter in his time. I guess we should show this because it is kind of amazing. We'll look at this. I mean, so we're only into 1969, but he's got 9 career home runs already. I mean, he's a 185 hit career hitter, but 132 hits. That's pretty impressive. 20 doubles, 4 triples. So as pitchers go, he's a pretty damn good hitter. We're back to the top of the lineup with Mike Adams. And an error by Rollins. Oh, come on. That is Rollins' 3rd error already this season. He's a real Mickey Hatcher. And then a base hit down the left field line for Tovar. Wow, Adams holds it second. How is he not on third base with a 92 speed? All right, well, a double play will get us out of it. 92 speed on second. 92 speed on first. That's not going to be easy, especially if you drill the next player. Now, that's a strategy, like bases are loaded, yes, but at least we have someone with slower speed on first and someone with no speed at the plate. Of course, Killebrew hit his first home run of the year. We're going to play straight away. Double play depth, I suppose. Here we go. Bases loaded. One down for the killer. And a ground ball back to Meyer. He goes home with it to force the out at the plate. That was a gutsy call. But it does keep a run off the board. So, again, I really need to give credit where credit is due. That is something that does not happen in the older versions of this game. So good job by Clay Dreslow for making that an option in the game. It doesn't get us out of the jam, though. Bases loaded. 2 down. Leo Cardenas at the plate. And he walks in a run, so he gives it up anyway. Oh, God, that's the frustrating thing there. I can't tell you how mad that makes me. I guess Bob Meyer's just not going to be a major league pitcher for us. So it's 3-0. Here's John Roseboro. He is a lefty. It's a lefty on lefty violence. Ground ball to third. And there's out number 3. It all started with the error, though. We go to the bottom of the third. Down 3. Here's Bob Meyer leading off. We're going to let him take a swing. I mean, we could pull him out of the game, but he's only given up 3 runs, so. Scorches it to right center field all the way to the wall, and it's dropped. Wait, how is he not on second base? The right fielder, Allison, drops the ball, and Meyer on first. Okay, well, we'll take it. Now we'll definitely hit and run with Tommie Harper. This is something he does relatively well. Pulls it into left field for a base hit. There we go. Meyer only can advance 1 bag, which is fine. First and second, 1 out. Mike Hegan up. Hegan had a double, of course, in the first. Sends a fly ball to center. Meyer's going to hold. Oh, they're going to give us the option, but the option says no. We're going to let Rich Rollins try to make up for his error that led to the run being scored in the third. So first and second, 1 down. Rollins, ground ball to first. That should be 2. Oh, an error by the first baseman, Killebrew, to load the bases. All right, well, this is frustrating even as I'll take whatever I can get, but it's just ridiculous. Here's Tommie Agee. Still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 7 on the year. It's a chance to do something big. And Kaat gives us a run back with a walk. So we get that run back and a chance here to continue to do some damage with Jerry McNertney at the plate. Bases loaded. 1 out. Catcher's up. And a base hit to center. That'll tie the ball game. It's all tied at 3. Agee goes to third. And a 2 RBI single for McNertney. Wayne Comer has a chance to give us the lead. We have good speed on third. Let's see if Comer can just get it to the outfield. Oh, he can do better than that. A base hit up to the wall. A double for Comer. A run scores. McNertney on third. And it's 4-3. Pilots. That is Comer's second double. Second career double, even. Wow. This is... our offense is good. I don't know if it's just the early season scenarios here or what, but we'll take it. And then Stanley dumps it over the third baseman's head for a base hit. We are going to hold him at first, and it's 6-3. All these runs are unearned, by the way. Not that it matters much to me, but we will take as many as we can get. Okay, so we have batted around now as Ray Oyler is up. He's the 9th player to bat. And Oyler gets a base hit against Kaat. Yeah, take him out of the Hall of Fame. If you give up a hit to Oyler, you don't deserve a plaque. All right, so first and third, and we're back to the pitcher again. Shoot, I kind of want to pitch hit for him now. Okay, so we're going to do a suicide squeeze. There's only one out. So if Meyer can lay down a bunt, Stanley, with average speed, should score. 2-0 count. A ground ball to third. Stanley's coming home. And he scores. Okay. So Bob Meyer laid down a sacrifice bunt. A run scored. Oyler goes to second. And they're going to bring in a reliever. It's Bob Gebhard in his third appearance. And he has not been good, folks. 1 2/3 innings. Giving up 4 runs and 5 hits, 3 walks. He is looking like Bob Meyer in relief. He's got an 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Ground ball percentage is 40%. Changeup is his out pitch, rated an 85. Overall rated a 75. The 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration in 1971. Looking at his log, I just wanted to see if he pitched against us yesterday. Or in the last game, I couldn't remember. Okay, so 2 down. We have 7 runs in the inning. And here is Tommie Harper. And Harper strikes out to end the inning. The damage is done. 2 errors and a nice rally as we mogul Jim Kaat right out of the ball game. That's one of his 9 lives right there. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Here's Ron Clark leading off against Bob Meyer. Now, we have to protect this lead. If Bob Meyer can't get his shit together, put it in his poop in a group, then we're going to pull him out of there. Clark's on first with a base hit. So the leadoff man is on. This is the bottom of the lineup. This might be it for Bob Meyer here. Quilici hits a fly ball to right. Harper makes the catch. They're going to let Bob Gebhard bat. We're going to pull third base in. I'm assuming he's going to bunt. I mean, they're down 4 runs, so they got to chip away. Full count. He does lay down a bunt to third. Rollins up with it, and he goes to second to get the lead runner. There's a force at second for the out number 2. The pitcher's on first, and we're back to the top of the lineup with Mike Adams. Meyer possibly going to get out of it. He walks him, of course. Third walk by Meyer today. First and second, 2 down. Can we pull the outfield in? No. It's just not an option. Okay, here we go. 2 down. Sharply hit ground ball to Stanley. And there's out number 3. So a good job by Meyer. He'll live to pitch another inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pilots are up 7-3. Mike Hegan leading off. Now, Gebhard's a righty, and Hegan's the only lefty in the lineup. Ground ball to second. Play made by Quilici. 1 down. Next man up is Rich Rollins, popping it up just past the mound, shy of second base, where Quilici makes the play. 2 outs for Tommie Agee. Agee scored, walked and scored. His walk was an RBI, and he walks again, that's what I'm trying to say. So, Agee on first. What is his percentage to steal second? 68. All right. We got to just let McNertney take a cut, right? The guy's already drove in 2 runs today. He's our most clutch player, I think, so far, as he pops it up to third, and we're going to the top of the 5th inning. So Meyer's at 70 pitches. His endurance is 78. It's the best on the team. And it's like, I don't know, giving the giving the worst player the best trait. So let's see here if he can get through 3, 4, and 5, starting with Bob Allison. Allison had that costly error in right field, and he goes down swinging. That's Meyer's 3rd K of the day. 1 out. Here's Harmon Killebrew. He went deep, and he strikes out. So Meyer getting stronger as the game goes on. Back-to-back Ks here in the 5th. And here's Cardenas. Oh, no, he struck out the side. Who is this guy? That's what's having a blazing fastball will do. He didn't even top out at 97. 95 was as hard as he threw it to Leo Cardenas. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Wayne Comer leading off against Gebert, and he walks. There's way too many walks in this game. I have no idea. I mean, I did look it up. I think I told you in the last game what the Pilots did as far as walks issued and walks to the batters. And another walk. So yeah, I don't know if it's just something that happened in Major League Baseball, but we'll take it. There's a strikeout of Oyler, who got his first hit of the season. And yeah, we're going to take out Bob Meyer. A good game, right? He pitched well. So we're going to pinch hit Steve Whitaker. Will come in and pinch hit. And maybe play right field. Harper is up next. So here we go. First and second. 3-1 count and a 3-run Jimmy Jack for Steve Whitaker. That is his first hit of the season. No, it's a second hit. He did have a hit in the last game. It's 10-3 Pilots, and we are on the verge of taking over first place in the West. Oh, Harper goes Apotaco. A double dog back-to-back. And it's 11-3 on Harper's second home run of the year. Let's get another. Oh, Gebert paints the corner for strike 3. He's at 54 pitches and now officially tired. 2 down. Rich Rollins strikes out looking. Okay. Well, we have a big enough lead that I am not all that concerned about using Whitaker as a defensive replacement in right. We do have other options if the game gets close. So we are going to replace with the pitcher. We'll give our new reliever, Ron Locke, a shot here. He's a lefty. He's going to face a lefty and a couple righties, bottom of the lineup, basically. So we'll give him a chance here. Let me introduce you to him properly. Here's Ron Locke. You see his 1964 stats. Did not, in real life, never pitched again in the majors. That's a 1965 Topps card. That's the only card he ever was issued. This fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percent is 51.4%. Fastball's at 83. Screwball is a 75. Overall rated a 77. The 27-year-old lefty goes to arbitration at the end of next year. Let's see if he can be helpful to us in the bullpen. He's going to face John Roseboro, 370 hitter. Batted 207 last year versus lefties. And frozen rope to center. And it's going to be caught by Comer, out number 1. Okay, here's Ron Clark. He's 3 for 8 on the season. And he walks. Come on. All fastballs. And looks like he needs to recalibrate his sight. It's a little bit off. Runner on first. 1 down. Here's Quilici. Pitcher spot up next with a base hit into left. So they're going to pinch hit here for Tony Oliva, who's a lefty. That doesn't make any sense, but maybe he's the best on the bench. Rod Carew on the bench, too, who's a right-hander. So I don't know what they're doing. Here we go, first and second, one down. Lefty on lefty. Jams him inside. Let's turn two. Only get the force at second. And now we're back to the top of the lineup with Mike Adams. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Mike Adams, 1 for 2 with a walk today. So this is his fourth time up, and it's only the sixth inning. Okay, yeah, I mean, we got an 8-run lead. We're going to let him pitch. 1-2 count. Pounded into the ground to Oyler at second, and he makes the play. So that is 3 consecutive scoreless innings for the Pilots pitchers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We have a new reliever. It is the elderly Al Worthington. 1968 was his last year in baseball. There was no 69 for him. I mean, in baseball, he lived and everything. But so this is his fourth appearance. No record, 4.15 ERA, 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings pitched. Fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage 41.6%. He's got 2 pitches, a curveball, and a cutter. Don't see that often. Overall rated a 77. The 40-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. All right, Tommie Agee leading off. He's 0 for 1 today, walked twice, has an RBI. And there's his first hit as a Pilot. So that's our 10th hit overall. Runner on first for McNertney. We may consider working in some of the scrubs. Ground ball to first, that could be 2. Only play was for Killebrew to step on the bag. Agee, 92 speed, too quick to turn 2. We're going to take out Wayne Comer here and bring in Steve. Isn't he lovely? He is. So runner on second. He pulls it to right. And Killebrew makes the play again. So we've got a runner on third for Fred Stanley. Stanley 1 for 2, 2 ribbies today. Make it 3 with a base hit to left. Agee scores easily, and it's 12-3. Pilots. Well, we got to let Ray Oyler take a cut. Full count. Oh, he walks. Another walk issued in this game. Come on. We're up 9. I guess we'll let Locke take get one more inning. So he's going to take his first at bat. First and second. 2 down. And he hits a rainbow into left that will be caught. At least he made contact. We go to the top of the 7th after another run scored. It is 12-3. Let's get some defense in here. Mix it up a wee bit. Let's get Freddie Velasquez in there, catcher. We have some good catchers in AAA. I gave Freddie the nod because he's a 31-year-old rookie. It's a feel-good story. And we'll leave Danny Walton perhaps to pinch hit and then play right field. So, okay. We got a new catcher in there. Here is Cesar Tovar leading off against Ron Locke, and he walks it. Leadoff man is on, playing with fire. Bob Allison up. He's 0 for 2, struck out. Golfs it to right. That's off the end of the bat. Harper makes the catch. 1 out for Harmon Killebrew. He had a 2-run home run in the first. Here he strikes out looking. 2 down. And the shortstop, Leo Cardenas, is up. I feel like I'm getting the name better. Tovar steals second. That'll get you one in the ear hole. You're down 9 runs. And then a walk. This is the last batter for Locke either way. Clearly not pitching well. And he walks him. So that's it. All right. I mean, the number, the final numbers look all right if no runs score. We are going to bring in Jack Acker only because he has pitched the least amount of innings of any Pilots pitcher. And he's got the bases loaded here with Ron Clark up. We're going to play straight away. Clark 1 for 1 with 2 walks, and he walks another run in. So this is like so far like needs to be like dialed it down from like a 12 to a 10 for walks. It's really ridiculous for both sides. And a comebacker to Acker. And that'll do it. The run scores on another walk. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Tommie Harper leading off. This will be his last at bat. And then we're going to defensive sub him. And he walks. Oh my God. Come on. It's brutal. Harper on first. Here's Mike Hegan. He's got a double today. And he strikes out on the curveball. That's out number 1. Next up is Rich Rollins. He's got a big 0 for today. Fly ball to center. And an error! Another error on an outfielder in this game. Maybe it's a little bit of a light rain in Seattle. I don't know what's going on. That ballpark sucks. We know that. Okay, so runners at second and third, 1 down. Here is Tommie Agee. Goes to right. That's going to fall in for a hit. 2-run score. And another error by the right fielder, Allison. His second error of the game. Does the error allow the run to score? Is that what that is? Okay. So Agee drives in 1 and then advances. Rollins advances on the error. It is 14-4. Wow. The sad thing is, as Velasquez grounds out for number 2. Oh, another error! Oh, no! Oh, man. Come on. Holy cow. This is not right. That's 5 Twins errors. They have more errors than runs, and they almost have as many errors as hits. Wow, this is the craziest game of the year. I was going to say, as Hovley comes up, hits a ground ball to third. That'll hold Agee. No, Agee goes home and scores a run. He has good speed. I guess that makes sense. Let me pause and say what I was going to say, which is when we win 15-4, tomorrow we're going to give up double-digit runs. So, at least that's the way the gameplay used to be. We'll see. Fred Stanley flies out to center. I assume he's going to fly out. We get 3 runs on a ton of errors and a ton of walks. We've got 12 hits. And a pinch hitter, Bruce Look, is up. Let's do some defensive replacements here. We're going to bring in Danny Walton for right. Oh, actually, he sucks. So we're going to move Tommie Agee to right. And then move Walton into left. And we're going to bring our boy Gordy in to play shortstop. Oh, no, we're going to move Stanley to second. And Gordy goes to short. Okay. Bruce Look leading off. He's a left-hander. Pulls it to right. And a base hit. We did the defensive replacement and everything. So leadoff man is on against Acker. 7th hit only for the Twins. There's a comebacker by Adams, and they get the lead runner forced at second. 1 down, Adams on first. Here's Cesar Tovar. He's got 2 hits today. And a base hit up the middle, so give him a third. Adams holds at second. You are down 11 runs, so you're not going to get him by getting thrown out at third. 1 out, first and second, and an infield single to Allison. All right, bases are loaded. Harmon, Killebrew, everything's straight away. 2-2 count, and he hits a fly ball to center. That'll be deep enough to score Adams. Tovar does not advance. It's 15-5. First and second, 2 down. Leo Cardenas. A ground ball to second. The play is made. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They're going to bring in Bobby Miller. We saw him yesterday. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. And Gordy's going to lead off. Gordy Lund. El Gordo. A ground ball to second. Wait, doesn't Gordo mean fat in Spanish? Probably shouldn't call him that. Okay, let's pitch hit here with our last batter. It's Van Kelly. Everybody getting into the game. Kelly slices it to the left. There's out number 2. And Danny Walton will get in the bat. And he does nothing with it. Okay, we're going to bring in our closer, Mike Marshall. I know this is not a save situation, but he has pitched the least amount of innings. So we're going to get him an inning of relief. John Roseboro leading off with a home run. If they score 10 runs this inning, I'm going to be mad. Roseboro hits his 2nd home run on this season. 10 hits now for the Twinkies. And, oh, that was ball 4 if I ever saw it. But instead it's a strikeout of Ron Clark. 1 out. Here's Quilici popping it up into foul ground. Plays made by our first baseman, Hegan. So 2 outs and a pinch hitter. It's Jim Holt, 24-year-old left-handed bat. 2-1 count, and mercifully this game is over for the Twins. Pilots win 15-6. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy errors. We'll take it, though, as we are now in first place. What? Let's take a look at the standings. There it is. I mean, I know there's no way we're going to finish there. This is going to come back to haunt us at some point, giving up all these runs. Our run differential is plus 15, and there is no way this game is going to allow us to have that. It's just not happening. So there will be some brutal losses coming up. But having said that, we have the 3rd best record in the American League. National League, St. Louis 7-2, San Fran leading the West. Take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Seattle snatches first from Minnesota. They have Steve Whitaker's photo there as he hit the home run as a pinch hitter. Wayne Comer had a hit, a walk, a double, 2 runs scored. I can't wait to see the box score. Let's just move on to transactions. Any trades? Oh, No, we do not have a trade. But we do have a milestone, and that is the Say Hey Kid got his 300th career stolen base. His first of the season. He's 37 years old. Getting it done. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. If this team goes to the World Series, that would be reason enough not to send them to Milwaukee, right? I feel like I'd be justified in keeping them. How many total walks? We issued 8. They only issued 6. That hardly seems right. But with all the errors, I guess that's how we won the ball game. Player of the game, I have no idea. Fred Stanley had 3 RBI. I guess we're going to give it to Stanley. He did things right. He got 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 3 RBI, and a walk. Could have went to anybody, really. We had 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Bob Meyer somehow managed to get a win. And everybody that came in from the bullpen gave up a run. And the Twinkies had a couple of homers. Killebrew getting his first is the one of note. But he made 2 errors in the field. So did Bobby Allison. Cesar Tovar pooped the center field. And 7, 8, 9. 9 runs were unearned. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll come back tomorrow with the final game of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.